You're watching Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
What's going on, Swear Nation? So glad to have everyone here. Man, up tonight, we have one sauce that we're going to be diving into. This is from Big Red's Hot Sauce. This is the Prickly Pear Hot Sauce. So, as you can guess, this is definitely going to have prickly pear. I mean, it's in the name, no shock there. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a good shake. For all of those that are keeping track, I do not see any kind of perforations on the cellophane. No harm, no foul. Let me get my knife in there, and I will cut the side of that. We'll go ahead and throw that wrapper off over there. So, grab my trusty tablespoon, and we will dive on in. Beautiful color on this sauce. Almost a orangish brown going on with it there. So, definitely like that. And let's go ahead and crack this one open, see what it smells like. Beautiful aroma. Almost a note. So there's definitely a slight sweetness, but there's also a note of what smells like maybe some tomato. Definitely picking up a little bit of a citrus note. Maybe that's a little bit of garlic, but all in all, absolutely beautiful smell, beautiful aroma, and that flow is absolutely amazing. There's just a slight bit of hold to that sauce, all in all, as it was coming out. The crazy thing there was just watching that flow. It really grabbed as it was going. But cheers. Wow. Right off the bat, beautiful, savory, smooth, sweet, all hitting right at once. So right off the bat, you get that prickly pear taste, that beautiful prickly pear taste. What tastes like maybe a little bit of tomato going on. Picking up some maybe onion, garlic, a little bit of citrus, and then an amazing stinging effect is going on the tongue. So I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that that's probably going to be habanero in this sauce. But absolutely phenomenal. Very manageable heat. Nice overall flavor that is just so explosive. I am salivating like crazy off of this one here. But as you know, as I get to break this thing down, the beauty of this is that initial heat, well, it comes on probably about 15 seconds in. It really ends up lashing out to the whole mouth and kind of resonating mostly on the tongue at that point. Now, when the burn kicks in, it is piercing, stinging feeling. So definitely feeling the habanero overall, signs going on in this sauce. So definitely thinking that's the case, but you are getting it more on the back of the mouth, really the back of the tongue. And then that starts to fade away. As that fades away, you're getting a little bit on the back of the throat, nothing too crazy, nothing in the chest, nothing in the stomach. All in all, a very nice delivery on this sauce. If you're just starting out, moderation is key. Pairing this with food is also going to kind of decrease the overall delivery of the heat and burn on this. And easily one that you're going to be able to use and enjoy. I mean, I can see this thing going great with any kind of, burgers or sandwiches. I can see this going great on pizza as well. But the main area that I am envisioning this really singing is going to be things like tacos or some kind of a protein and a rice and a veggie, really kind of bringing that to life. This is going to go absolutely amazing with some burritos as well. I mean, it's pretty endless in that sense of what you could do with this. Now, the only thing I wouldn't use this on is going to be a dessert. It's not geared towards a dessert, so no harm, no foul there. All in all, absolutely amazing. If you're just starting out, your tolerance, you're just working on building your tolerance, this is going to be definitely warm for you, but you're going to be able to Find comfortable ways to use this. Remember using a little bit at a time to find out where it starts to become a little bit too much is going to be the best avenue. If you are constantly working on your own personal best, this is going to be anywhere from a medium, some might even say a mild, if, depending on where your tolerance is at. But all in all, a beautiful sauce packed with flavor. So ingredients for Big Red's hot sauce. This is the prickly pear sauce. It is prickly pear syrup, water, habanero peppers, tomato paste, brown sugar, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, garlic powder, onion powder, sea salt, rosemary powder, and then organic chia seed powder. I'm actually mind blown at the fact that the overall delivery of this apple cider vinegar in here, it has to be done in such a way, because it's not noticeable in there in that sense, but it does make sense in the realm of that savory depth that it's able to deliver on. So love what's going on there. Once again, the heat source on this is habanero peppers. So definitely what I was feeling and expecting whenever trying this, but perfectly said, sweet, spicy. This is going to go great with, orange chicken type of stuff, where you're going to be needing that kind of that sweet glaze, but a little bit of spice to it. This would go great also with some barbecue as well. It's really going to sing in those areas. All in all, absolutely phenomenal. Once again, this is from Big Red's hot sauce. This is the prickly pear sauce. I will have the direct links down below for it, as well as a link to the main site so you can check out the full lineup of amazing products. If you want to check out the official scorecard for this, it'll be on tonight's episode. So head on over. I'll have it linked up above. I'm Brandon Swear, and from everything from the world of hot, this has been Scorching and Swearing.
This has been Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.